Good morning.
Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today?
Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such.
I was not dilly-dallying.
He was. It goes well with the brooding.
Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours?
Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly?
Can do. Sparkling Nebula coming right up. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it's this one, isn't it? Fresh brew of smart sparkles. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that.
Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle.
Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has the cape found its way back to its home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe.
He seemed pretty excited to me.
He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him.
It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier.
A common misconception. Where did you find him? The fallen West Gate. It was a tragic sight to behold.
It was okay, just a bit crumbly. They can't rebuild it that quickly because giant wildfire badgers keep showing up at night. Apparently, they really like to eat stardust.
Do you know a lot about giant wildfire badgers, Melly?
I do now?
Did you ask one for an interview?
No, they're not very talkative. Alethea gave me a lesson.
After you stalked her for an hour.
I didn't stalk her, I was investigating.
Miss Anwar, the vampire, or the Westgate?
All of them. I've been hard at work the past few days trying to uncover the mystery of the fallen stars. I was already very excited to get a closer look at the Westgate. But when I saw a vampire traveling with a seasoned dwarf and a seraph cleric, I just knew I had struck gold. They were clearly investigating the area, just like me. Of course, I wasn't sure whether they would share their findings with me, or how deeply they might be involved in the conspiracy themselves, so we opted to stay in the shadows. We watched them from the best hiding spots we could find, listening in on their conversations. Unfortunately, they were mostly talking about the quality of different pickaxes. But that didn't stop us from staying vigilant.
Us?
Me, the mysterious and quiet Blaze, he's my new associate.
I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo.
Thank you.
So you weren't able to collect much evidence by eavesdropping?
No, not this time.
Then how did you end up getting zoology lessons?
Yeah, so... my stealth may need some work.
That's an understatement. She knocked over every stone we came across. It was a miracle that none of them noticed us. They must have been struggling with their perception this morning. Yeah, the giant wildfire badgers sure weren't. She steered 3 of them our way. Sounds terrifying.
It was... and... I mean, they were way taller than us and had piercing, flaming eyes and sharp teeth. But it was fine. That's just how investigations go sometimes. Plus, Alethea was there. She saved us. Put herself between us and the monsters. They blasted her with their fire, but it didn't even hurt her one bit. And without taking a single hit, she banished them to Primordial Sea. That's where they come from. Did you know that?
I do now.
They could also smell about 800 times better than us, and now they can use chopsticks. She told us that after yelling at us for almost getting killed. It was so cool.
It does sound very cool. Did she share any of her investigation insights with you?
No. She told us not to worry about it, but she did tell me to work on my stealth.
Will you?
Yes. Blaze offered to help me.
Did he now? It was embarrassing to watch. I'm sure it was. Were you shaken up at all by the wildfire badgers? No. I've encountered countless horrifying creatures in my time. You could not meet them with the fear of death still beating in your heart.
Wait, so you've met monsters before? What kinds? Which ones are your favorites? Which ones are the ones you... What's the first you ever saw? Did they try to eat you? I almost asked if you tried to eat them, but did they try to eat you? I mean, you could answer the other one too. I mean, it's fine.
Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them.
Really? Well, that's scary.
Of course it is.
So, the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No, they were much worse than that.
What is it?
Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Alrighty. I'll do a spoken heart today. A drink, just for you. Thanks.
How is it?
Fine.
That means it's perfect.
So, where was I? Alright, the shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadow Banes and was eager to prove myself. It's said that there are great riches far in the depths of Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in the eastern Fasoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold. I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had pocketed earlier. It was a close call. I'll never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts.
They sound kind of cute.
They were not cute.
If you say so. Maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will.
No thanks.
Hello, it's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome back, Kerlin. You alright? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes, give me something strong, please. No watered down muck. Got it. Southern Brawler. Southern Brawler. Strong and win 0 water, just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Say, Inky, you got a room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. It's what my baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Caroline.
Why are you so sad?
I ain't sad.
Well, you look sad, and you sound sad. The innkeeper looks worried, probably because you're sad.
I am worried. Don't be. Too late. But like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More... I'm not sure. My chest feels tight and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying.
Those are all side effects of being sad.
Who are you anyway?
I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective.
I'm Carolyn. Who's that punk next to you?
That's my sneaky assistant.
He got a name? Malachite. Ah.
So, I would like to detect why you're sad.
Likewise. Does it have to do with the wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for?
You met a chimera?
A wyvern chimera, yeah.
That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive.
Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melly?
Of course.
He put out a quest for chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in daylight once more. Galen was brave enough to pick up his quest.
Well, that's amazing. How would you even get a saliva of Guardian?
By killing it.
Oh.
Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you?
Miss Caroline, will you please tell me the story?
Fine.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinary blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just trying not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I got no trouble killing beasts, but my baba would have lost it if I had told her that I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my plan from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I was quiet enough and had the veil of night on my side, I could steal the saliva from right under his nose. Or maw. Drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the Quag Mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been.
Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right?
Of course. Innkeeper here hooked me up with some of the fire resistance. Came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose.
Is it a magic sword?
Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Your parents gonna leave you anything?
No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about it at the time. And that's okay. I can find my own treasure.
I'm sure you will, kiddo. So the Chimera noticed you? Yeah. Sly Beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered, and even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt so honored to have such a formidable foe.
So you defeated it with your badass sword?
I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, I felt like my grandmother was holding my hand, guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined it. Maybe that doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I haven't gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honourable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was one of her dreams too. Possibly. But she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here, so I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Tuat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? Tuat, I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there, so he must have died to have gotten there too. Or he's always existed there. Was made to watch over the dead, he's a god and all. There's no clear consensus of what the great spirit dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from the very inception. A reflection of what we believe death to be. Death itself, he could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind.
I hope so too.
Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Carolyn?
Of course she is, silly.
I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her?
What?
She brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire. I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Need to get moving anyway.
You're leaving?
No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last I saw him at the West Gate, being fireproof, you should have no issues out there.
I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it.
Here to share?
I want to trade it. The information, I mean.
For what?
Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
Oh, that's it? A sure thing. Right now.
Is right now okay?
I've got the time. It might take you more than one lesson, though.
That's okay. I've also got time.
Then it's a deal. I'll show you the basics and you can tell me where to find the vampire.
Yippee!
That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do.
Are you coming too, Wow?
No. I'll stay here and have another drink.
Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills?
Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wits, stealthiness, and giant swords. Ha!
I know you will.
But first, I gotta practice. I'll see you later.
I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before, sweet and all. Coming right up. Fucking hot. I tried to remember how to do it, but couldn't. Ooh, what's this? Sailor's Courage. Oof, that is a lot of strength. That needs infusions. Okay. Spucking hot. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself there. You should be. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Oh my god, I've missed you! Hi, Inkeep. Hi, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, if they needed help with any damage and all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes. The werewolf settlement took a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. That's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've got an idea. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people are very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they would be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." I don't know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. But indeed, you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Kellen yet? She should be hacking up my terrace outside. I did. Outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried that she would leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train with Melly with so much enthusiasm. And to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to say Carolyn doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon.
And about you, I'm sure.
Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing.
Okay, new drink.
1,000 wins. Okay, I need an infusion for this one. This one definitely needs an infusion. Okay, so if I can get one that has like a +2 to defense would be good. Or a +1 to dexterity. I have to be very careful. Oh. Okay, that gives minus intelligence, so that's fine. Okay, and then... Yay! Breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? They're... okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is it the thing where you don't want to be nice? Some people seem to do that for some reason. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me.
Well said, thank you.
By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot.
They are also incredibly courageous and capable hero.
That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all of the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind this. But I think you should be honest with her and with with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well.
You mean the missing familiar?
I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty.
Sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments.
Zoford isn't very far from here, is it?
Not too far. It's in eastern Fosoa, and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbour town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley?
No, not mine, but... Melina's seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory.
Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her.
Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest.
The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures?
Yes. Oh,
That's sad.
No, that's cool.
No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face danger that early.
Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their lives.
That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean that we should confront children with the fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures. Weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone?
It builds character.
A character that makes you think you should put other kids in miserable situations. Sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you?
You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper?
Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information.
Is that very nutritious for you?
No, but it's fun.
In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. I shall take my leave.
Good luck. I see you around, with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried.
About Malachite or Melly?
Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest?
If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Sofort is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone.
I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared.
Very true.
Are you scared of anything?
Bad Yelp reviews?
I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all Asteria.
I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay.
You've got my 5 stars in the bag.
I would ask what you're afraid of, but
the answer would be everything.
Is it?
Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fears stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when I'm scared. Rather than not at all, maybe. That is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of?
I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing.
That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime.
Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now.
Where? Oh, wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me? That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home.
Oh, don't worry. Go home. Fix the many things that worry you. As long as you come back.
Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper.
See you tomorrow, my friend.